Hello, everybody. I'm on a little early because I got out. I left a few minutes early. There was nothing going on, no trucks waiting. All the orders were done. People were standing around a little bit. Sven, how you doing? Tommy Stiggs, what's happening? Good morning. I think I am going to go to Tim Hortons while you're on stream with me here and get myself a decaf coffee. I still got a pretty long morning ahead of me. I got to get home, get everything ready with my kids, get them to school, and then my daughter has a half day, so I might only sleep for a few hours and have to go and get her, and then try to go back to bed after that before work. So it's gonna be a long ass day, morning, day, night, whatever. But tomorrow night I'll have my tuxedo freshly dry cleaned. I'll have my hair cut. I was gonna get my hair cut today, but or now I should say, but I think I'm gonna do that tomorrow because I could come home right after my haircut tomorrow. My wife's off of work and I can go right to bed. So I think I'm gonna get my hair cut tomorrow. My hair is longer than I let it usually go. Hang on, guys, I gotta stop here. Stop here. 1 second. Do.
So what is I can help you?
Hi, can I get a medium double decaf with a dome lid, please?
Okay.
That's all.
The code before is going to be 277.
Thank you. 277. Maron for a, what is it, a 12-ounce cup of coffee or a 16-ounce? That is, man, I'm in the wrong business. Hiya. Don, what's happening? Thank you. See you later. Hallelujah. They gave me a dome lid. They always forget. I'm real weird about the dome lid because it's so much easier to travel with. Oh, all right. Well, that's a good thing. It's a good thing. Good. How you guys doing? What are you up to? I don't really have a whole lot to say. I don't know. So help me out here. I'm got a fresh cup of coffee. I didn't get anything to eat, which I'm proud of myself for. I actually, oh yeah, well, I didn't really tell anybody this yet, but I have to go on cholesterol medicine because my cholesterol is a little high. Wasn't outrageous. It's been worse before, but yeah, my cholesterol. I got blood work the other day, and then I had my follow up the next day with the doctor, and my cholesterol and triglycerides were elevated or high or whatever you want to call it. So I gotta start watching what I eat again. I was doing so good for so long, and they want me to go on this medicine. And every time I've taken a medicine for cholesterol, it makes me groggy and tired. I'll try it before bed again. I don't know. I just everything else was perfect though. Everything else, no issues with diabetes or pre-diabetes, anything like that. Kidneys, liver, everything's good. The only other thing that was bad, well, per se, was my vitamin D was at a 16. So it goes up to 100, I think, and I was at a 16. So you're supposed to be normally at a 50, but I was at 16, 1-6, and I've actually been as low as a 7 before. And with vitamin D, I don't see daylight usually, especially in the wintertime. I get home, it's dark. I sleep during the light. By the time I leave for work, it's dark again. So my vitamin D always plummets, especially in the winter months. So now I'm on, where they give you those 50,000 units per pill once a week, and then I gotta keep taking it. So yeah, so that's what happened with me the other day. Uh, it's so hard, Don. It's so hard to cut back on that stuff, man. You know, I love candy. That's my biggest thing is candy. I don't drink any soda, pop, whatever you call it. I don't really drink that anymore. I used to drink it a lot, actually. I don't really drink that anymore. My one vice is the Monster Energy drink. I drink one of those a day. Um, you know, I don't know. What happened was that basically I was doing so well, and then when my wife and I were starting to go through the home buying situation with getting pre-approved and looking for houses and that closing and the actual moving part. I hardly had time to meal prep because we were in such a hurry all the time. Then the kids started back up school again in September, so it's just been chaotic. I just grab or eat whatever's in front of me, or I can get my hands on it quick. Once we fully get settled in, I can plan all that stuff and get back on it. So, I can't really. I'm driving right now, but let me see if I can read it. There's not a lot of cars on the road. Yeah, Stiggs, my triglycerides were a tad bit high. Like I said before I think they were in the 300 range once before. They weren't quite near as that. I don't remember the number. I think I got the paperwork right next to me, but I'm not looking at that right now. Yeah, you're right. Yep. Yeah. That's the only thing, though. It's just the cholesterol, and then, I don't. Admittedly, I don't eat like I should. I don't eat like I should be. But that's okay. I mean, I'll figure it out. I did it when I went gluten free. I was doing so well. I dropped weight. Everything, all the blood work, everything was good. But like I said, I fell off right before the holidays, and yeah, I gotta make that crap back up. Hang on, guys. Let me see if you could see the Peace Bridge all lit up here. See how they light it up all blue? It's all nice. Can you see the Peace Bridge? They light it up all different colors a lot. See? I hope you can see it. Put it in the chat if you can see it. That connects Buffalo to Canada. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope it turned out okay. Yeah, it's what is that called? Rosuvastatin or whatever. That's what they got. That's what they're prescribing me. I still got to go pick it up. I haven't been able to pick it up yet. Everything's just been so chaotic. I don't even know how I do this stuff. Like, tomorrow I might not do a show tomorrow unless I do a real short one on the way to get my hair cut. Other than that, I don't know if I'm going to be doing a show tomorrow just because I need to get my butt home and go to sleep. I'm going to need it after today. I know it. So, did you guys see that okay? Did you see that bridge okay? Yeah, I'm on blood pressure meds too, but that's like genetic. I've been on blood pressure medication since I was 19 years old, and I was in the best shape of my life and very active and eating well and doing everything right. And I used to get just random bloody nose. I'd sneeze and my nose would start bleeding, and it was just I don't know. But so I've been on blood pressure meds for a long, long time. So and I know if I miss taking them, I know it. I know how to get lightheaded and don't feel good, and so. Yeah, they light it up like during the holidays they'll make it red and green, and 4th of July they'll do the U.S. colors and stuff like that. And on Canada Day, they'll, do the white and red, and it's yeah, it's neat. There's a lot of really good pictures people take online, with the Peace Bridge. It's really nice, and I got some really neat ones of the Niagara Falls that I took. I have these real expensive DSLR cameras for my photo booths, but yet I'm not a photographer, so I know how to use them between 5 to sometimes 10 to 12 feet away from the backdrop, but I don't know how to take real pictures, so I should learn that. But then again, these cell phones are so advanced now that they do all the work for you. So I got some really, really cool pictures of Niagara Falls. Maybe I'll post them up. We try to go to. I'm literally about 15 minutes from Niagara Falls. I got to jump on. I got to go over a couple bridges, and I'm there. And we try to go once or twice a summer. Sometimes the winter too, though. We try to go and check out the falls. It's really nice there. I've been there, 100 times. Oh, this coffee's good right now. Yeah, same with me, Don. My blood pressure's always been. When I take the medicine, I always, it's always good. You know what I mean? It's always good. If I go off the medicine or try to, it doesn't work out. Okay. I think MRE's live again. I think it's like the second or third day in a row that him and I have a show going at the same time. So that's probably why I don't got a lot of people in the chat here. So it's all good. I don't plan on being on forever. So him and I were both just in Mr. Smith's chat. So I'm just hoping some of my regulars come and say hello while I'm doing this. Going by a tractor trailer right now that's taking his sweet time. Yeah, you guys guessed it. I'm going to the grocery store. I have to get waffles. I have to get waffles. I wish Yankees were here. I have to get some waffles for the kids. And we're out of milk. We're out of Honey Nut Cheerios. That's what my daughter likes to eat in the morning. No, I know. I know, Stiggs. I know you are, man. I know you are, dude. I appreciate that, and I know that. Yesterday I kind of felt a little bad because after I went off, I just peeked over there, and there's, some people that I thought would have came in and said hello, didn't say hi, and I felt kind of bad. But, oh well. It was just a rough. I just got a lot going on right now, and I shouldn't be overthinking stupid little things like that. So, but did you guys see my short that I made yesterday? There's this chicken sausage, chicken and it's got apple in it too. So chicken and apple chicken sausage. I made a short on it yesterday, and it's super good. You can actually buy it at Target. They got a lot of different flavors made by Adele's, I think it's called. There's a picture on the short, and it's actually, it's good stuff. And it comes fully cooked, but I always still fry it or bake it in the oven or whatever, or grill it for that matter. And yesterday I mixed it with peppers and onions, and I put it on rice. Because I didn't feel like putting it over pasta yesterday, just because I wanted to go gluten-free for dinner, so I did. So I had it over some rice. My wife and I had some, super good, and then I took the rest to work and finished it off on my lunch earlier. So I enjoyed it. As far as dinner goes tonight, I have no clue. I have no idea what I'm going to cook for dinner tonight. I think I got a couple things, or actually I'm going to the grocery store, so I'm sure I can figure it out. I just actually took some eggplant home from work. I want to try to make eggplant parm. I don't know what made me think of that, but maybe because I put eggplant away from the truck. But I took an I took an eggplant home. I'm gonna fry it up. I don't even know if that's crazy. I don't even know if my wife likes eggplant. I don't remember. I know that my mother-in-law used to, but I don't know if she does. I'm gonna go ahead. If I had to put my money on it, me and my wife been married for 12 years. This will be our 13th year actually this year, and I really honestly don't remember if she likes eggplant. But if I'm gonna put money on it, I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. I don't think she would eat it. Oh no, I know steaks. I get it, man. And I wouldn't, I would be lying if I said that, I go from show to show here and there. So, I just like I said, there's just some over there that just didn't even do that. They didn't even pop over and say hello, which whatever. Again, I shouldn't even be thinking about it. Um, just it's bad. I just got a lot on my plate lately. I'm behind. I got to write some business contracts I'm behind on, and obviously we're still unpacking, and we still got stuff at our old house, and that's fully not moved out yet. So there's a lot on my plate right now. So how I'm doing this and keeping positive is beyond me. I work hard at the warehouse, and it gives me something to look forward to when I get out. So, I like doing it. I do. So if there's one or two people, it's good enough. I'm not even that worried about it. No, I know you guys do. I know, and believe me, at nighttime, I'm when I'm working, I get to listen to everybody, and you know, I don't miss a lot at night. Um, hang on, guys, I'm almost parked. I'm almost parked, so I can pay more attention to the chat. Uh, Tops never stops until they did. This Tops and the Walmart near me used to be open 24/7. It was awesome. Go there whenever you want and shop and get whatever you need, and there'd be nobody in there. And now everything's closing at like 11 or midnight and reopening at 6 in the morning. So I got to sit here for 40 minutes, which is no big deal. I usually do this with you guys anyway. Let me lower the heat a little bit. Sven, how you doing? Did Sven say something? I saw him at the top of the chat earlier. What are you saying here, Don? Oh yeah. Yeah, I gotta, I want to make a couple more videos making different pizzas and stuff like that. That's something I enjoy doing. I haven't had everything we've had for dinner lately has been pretty quick. Yesterday actually took me a little time to cook everything, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't hard and wasn't fancy. So what do we got here? But yeah, I mean, what's everybody's plans for the weekend? Stiggs, you going out? What do you call it? Shenanigans? I haven't had a shenanigans weekend and I can't remember. And that's good. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. But anybody want to come on? I'll drop the link. Let me see here. Now that I'm parked, I can drop the link. How do I do this? There we go. Did that show up? Oh, okay, good. No, I hear you, Don. I hear you. I definitely hear you. I always, tend to keep my circle small no matter what. I've had the same three best friends since, well, two out of the three were friends since we were small, real small. And then my other, the third best friend I've known since I was, I don't know, like 24 years old. And, these are all the best men in my wedding. And, they're my go-tos. They're anytime, any place when it comes to them guys. Yeah, right. Exactly, Stiggs. Everything, man. Even some of the restaurants around here would be open till 1, 2 in the morning. So when I get out of a wedding and I'm starving, I'd be able to get a bite to eat on the way home. And now everything's closed at like 11 or midnight. It sucks. Totally sucks. Totally sucks. So I try to either get something ready for me, or I have stuff I can make at home anyways. I buy chicken fingers and pizza logs, and they have pizza logs over by you, Stiggs? I know it's mostly like a New York thing, but I'm wondering if they have pizza logs. It's basically like an egg roll that has sauce, pepperoni, and cheese in it. And they have taco logs, they call it too, which is like, again, it's like an egg roll with taco meat and cheese in it. And then they have apple pie logs, which is like an empanada kind of, I guess, for lack of a better word, but it's kind of like an egg roll filled with, apple, I don't know, like a apple pie stuff. I don't know. I'm so shot right now, guys. I'm sorry. No, it's good, Don. Yeah, so like I said, I have like three friends that, like I said, they are like my other brothers, and then my father has 7 siblings, and I don't know if they all made a phone call to each other or what, but we have 6. I have 6 cousins, all males, that are my age. We were all born in 1980. So, and we've always been close. We were all in each other's weddings. We all would have the sleepovers, and you know what I mean. We all grew up real tight. It was awesome. We'd go to each other's school dances, and we got around. We got around. Like, we all didn't go to the same school though. We were all spread out. But we when we graduated high school, we had a graduation party like every single week of that summer. It was awesome. We had a crazy ass party every single week in that summer because obviously we all graduated that year together. What do you got here, Stiggs? Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I probably won't be able to watch it soon. I'll be able to watch maybe the first quarter of the Super Bowl, and then I got to work all night. So, and one of the veterans that I work with took off, so I'm gonna be swamped Sunday night working. So I'll catch the highlights or something on my lunch break around midnight. So I won't be able to watch that. No, I hear you, Stiggs, on that one. Uh, what was I gonna say? Yeah, I wrestled in school. Um, I was I'd like to say that I was super good. I won our tournament in our high school, but I was always real, I was light. I think I wrestled 119 my senior year or whatever. But like, problem is admittedly, I would have to win in like the first or second period because I had sport-induced asthma. So if I get myself too riled up, I couldn't breathe, and I'd have to basically give up. So I had to make sure I, got in and got out. So, that we got it. Oh my God. Are you serious? Hey, your camera's on. Do you want it on? You do? Okay. Oh.
It's about time, eh?
Yeah. Is this the first time you ever came on?
First time, mate. First time.
No shit, man. Well, cheers. I got some Tim Hortons coffee for you.
Well done, well done. How
What's
you
going
guys
on?
drink? Nothing
What's
much.
that?
It's nighttime. Nighttime here now. Relaxing.
Oh yeah. What time is it over there?
It is 9 o'clock.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll just be getting to work around. Well, I'll be at work about 8 o'clock at my time, p.m. tonight. So, wow.
I start 8 o'clock in the morning. Usually finish about 6:30 at night.
Wow. So you still got your drag car? You said
Mm-hmm.
your drag racing car. So I looked on that coffee and chrome thing, and have you not posted in that for a while?
There's two. There's one with a black symbol.
Right, that's the one I think I saw.
That's our community page for letting everyone know of our events.
Okay.
Then there's another one where we post all our photos and everything on there.
Okay. So how can I find the other one?
Type in coffee and chrome and two should come up.
Okay. All right. I'll check it out. So it's more, so you post more recent stuff on that then?
We just had our event about 2 weeks ago, and our next event is in about another 2 weeks' time.
Okay. Do you still race at all?
No, I haven't for the last 10 years.
Wow.
Our track got shut down here, so we're waiting for the new track to open up.
Well, you're in Australia, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you guys are nuts with your burnout cars and stuff like that. I see that one guy is real famous doing the burnouts, right?
Which one's that?
I don't know his name, but he's got like this four-door long car with a giant Hemi engine sticking out of the hood, and that's all he does is burnouts all over the place.
That's all standard here. Standard.
Oh, is it really?
Have a look at Summer Nats.
Okay.
Summer Nats, they have the burnout competitions there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm saying. You guys have those kind of. You get so much time to do what you got to do, right?
Yeah, you got to do certain figure eights, flipping the cars, 360s, come flying in and swinging around to get points.
Have you ever done that?
That doesn't interest me, Toddfather. To me, straight line speed.
Yeah, right. I mean, instead of burning off tires and wasting your money that way, right? I mean, Jesus, you definitely need a sponsor for that.
As I say, a quarter mile at a time.
Yeah, right. What's the fastest you ever went?
In mine, I did an 871.
971?
8.
Oh, oof. All right, that's a big difference. I'm sorry. That's crazy. That's flying. That is wow.
Yeah, that's not a 1/8 track either. It's a quarter mile track.
Right. Oh, that's moving.
That's a 1,000-footer.
Oh my gosh, that's moving. Hey, Carol, how you doing? I don't know why are you still awake. Yeah, Stiggs. He said 9 p.m. tomorrow for us. Yeah. Yep. So that's super cool. I'm glad you came on. Too bad Yankees wasn't here. I think you and him are starting to battle more than me and Yankees now.
Look, I love to give it out. I can take it also. If you can't take it, then don't do shit.
Oh no, he could take it. Believe me, I've been rapping on him for a long time now. So But yeah, everybody's usually a pretty good sport when we know we're all kidding around. Nobody's safe, like I said.
Well, that's what YouTube is. YouTube is just shooting a breeze, having a yap or a fun with everyone. You know what I mean? You can't take things seriously on here, otherwise you go nuts.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you could just hit the power button and be done. You know what I mean? You don't have to be so serious about everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
These people aren't coming home. They ain't coming in your house with you. It's
There's enough serious crap during the day.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
You and I got a few things in common. I used to work in a produce market when I was studying, going through university.
Oh yeah.
I was running on the forklifts.
I never thought I'd be in any kind of warehousing at all. I mean, my background is restaurant and business and sales and and I took a job with McKesson Pharmaceuticals about 8 years ago. And that was when that's like they're the world's leading pharmaceutical distributor. So I was working in every department there. I was licensed in DEA to handle narcotics, stuff like that. And it was a good paying job. And that's when I started working overnights back then in 2015. And then I wound up leaving there when the pandemic happened, because I was only working part-time and then doing my DJ stuff. And then when I couldn't DJ anymore, I had to go back to work full-time, and I physically couldn't do that job anymore. I had plantar fasciitis with my feet really bad. So
I've been there, done that.
Yeah, it's brutal. Now I got good inserts in my shoes, and I'm good to go. But and then a friend of mine works for the place I'm at now, and they were looking for an overnight guy, and they shot me a way better offer than I ever thought I was going to get, and I took it. And they got really good benefits, stuff like that too. I only work with like 3 or 4 people. It's quiet, and just it goes by pretty fast usually. So
yeah,
but maybe that's why my cholesterol's so out of whack, because I sit there and stare at healthy food all night. You know what I mean?
No, it's not that. You know what it is, Godfather? It's like me when I used to work in the produce market. Start at 11 o'clock at night and finish about 8 o'clock in the morning. And they used to have a canteen and then all the fried food, all the junk food. And that's what I used to eat. I used to sit down at 8 o'clock in the morning and you're having lunch.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to bed, and you're having lunch. And then you go home and you crash out until 3, 4 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
And that just stuffs you up. It screws you around.
Yeah, it's not the most healthy lifestyle to have.
No. Your body goes out of whack.
Everything.
Daytime becomes sleeping, and nighttime becomes working, basically.
Yeah, and I've said this a bunch of times before. This is my 8th year of doing overnights, and I still don't feel like I'm adapted to it. You know what I mean? Especially with having 2 young kids and stuff like that, it's tough.
Oh, look, you can never be adapted. It doesn't matter what you do. There's always changes, or you always got to adapt, or you got to move with the times. You got to always reinvent yourself, or whatever the case is.
Yeah, right. And it's funny, I didn't know how to drive a forklift before I came to this job.
Funny you should say that.
What's that?
Funny you should say that. When I used to work in the produce market, not one of us had our occupation health and safety cards or our forklift licenses, nothing. we used to terrorize on those things. As soon as they brought in the new rules, everyone failed it.
Well, I see we get a lot of, stuff that comes in with ice and stuff. So the floor's wet. So you got to watch. You can't really mess around when you're driving those, because you could slip and, do a 360 or 180, whatever. And, it's dangerous. They got a ton of momentum and they weigh a lot. They got a ton of power,
Well, exactly. We used to, with the forklifts, we used to always drive in reverse and sitting with about 3 or 4 bins on top on your forks. And you can feel the forklift tipping.
Yeah, you got to watch. You got to know your limits on that for sure.
Yeah, that was standard for us. So we used to hoon around,
Yeah.
As soon as they brought in all that safety stuff, it's like, Yeah, well, I'm not driving anymore. You can do it yourself.
No, I've had I don't want to say I've had accidents with that, but I've had a pallet break in midair and onions come flying down. 50 bags of onions came down, from 30 feet in the air. A friend of mine, the guy I work with, tipped over a whole pallet full of asparagus. We had to pick. That was a disaster. That we had to pick that up.
The worst was a ton and a half bins of watermelons.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They were the worst because you get rotten ones in there and split ones, and they just stank.
Oh, that's the worst.
And you get snake.
Oh my God, I can't believe you just said that. So when I first oh my God, when I first started there, I put my hand right through a bad watermelon. I mean, just went right through, and I just stopped because I didn't know what the hell happened. You know what I mean? You never, like I said, I was so new at my job, I didn't know, and I stuck my hand in the bin just to feel around and to start to inspect them. My freaking, I almost swore or whatever, but my hand went right in there, and the guy next to me goes, "Listen, get in the bathroom now and scrub your hand, and if you got another coat in the car, go get another coat on right now because it's gonna stink all night long." And he wasn't lying. Yep. Oh my God, yeah, you're right. They leak through because they stack the bins on top of each other. Sometimes 3 high in the trailers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you could see like when you're taking off the layers, you can see if there's leakage. You know what I mean? It's disgusting.
We used to get the 6 foot, the 6 foot cardboard bins for the watermelons full.
Oh, 6 foot high, really?
Yeah, you'd have to jump in and unload them. So the very first time I did jump in, when I started to unload, everyone was laughing at me. And as I was unloading, all of a sudden I heard a hissing.
Oh my God.
It's common to have snakes in those watermelon bins, right?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
As soon as I heard that hissing, you should have seen me jump straight back out.
Oh my God, there was a snake in there?
Yeah.
Oh my God, what kind of snake? Do you even know, or did you see it?
Australia is very well known for the second world's deadliest snake, which is the brown snake.
Okay.
You just need a very, very small pin drop, and I mean a pin drop, and it'll kill you within 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
Really? So is that what it was?
It was a brown snake.
Wow.
Mm.
So, do you guys down in Australia, do you carry like an EpiPen or something like that? Like if you get stung, you jab it into yourself?
You get bitten by a snake, good luck to you. You're not going to make it past this 5-10 minute mark.
Really?
Mm.
They don't have like an anti venom for that? Really?
There's nothing that can save you from a brown snake. We've got 25 of the world's most deadliest snakes of the world in Australia.
So where you live, is it like
I live in the suburbs.
Oh, okay, all right. I was gonna say, is it common that you get them around you, like in like neighborhoods, or? No,
it's more common out in the country. If you live near rivers or high density areas, grass and stuff like that.
No way. Sorry, you can keep those down there.
I'd love to ship you.
I'm not afraid of snakes, but it's gonna scare anybody if you see it. My brother had a python when I was growing up, so I'm used to seeing them. I've handled them. My sister had iguanas growing up. She had an iguana that lived almost 20 years old.
Wow.
The thing was crazy. But it was tame. It was a nice pet. It's funny because when she went to college, it wouldn't eat. She wasn't allowed to bring the iguana in the dorm, for obvious reasons. You know what I mean? So the thing, I was taking care of it. I was 10 years old because my sister's got 8 years on me, and I was trying to feed it. It would not eat. It would not eat without
Yeah.
my sister. So the college actually let her bring the iguana into the dorm room. You believe that? They made an exception. But
Crazy
then,
stuff.
and
Crazy
then
stuff.
the year after, she didn't dorm, so she got an apartment nearby, and it got broken into, right? And she got like her jewelry stolen, and like her roommate got a bunch of stuff stolen, and she didn't even care about that because these people came in there and the iguana was out. So the iguana was sitting on top of the cage, right? Mixed in with a bunch of stuffed animals, so they didn't even see it. Yeah.
Until you touched it.
Yeah, right. They would have got whipped and bit. I mean, that thing had a tail. That thing had a tail 2 foot long. You know what I mean? Those things get vicious if they want to.
Oh, definitely any animal, any natural animal is vicious. You know, like we used to go hunting a lot with my brother, and we used to go wild boar shooting. And if you didn't put one of those down properly, they'll just keep chasing you and they'll slash you with their husks.
Oh, the hogs, right?
Yeah, the hogs, the wild boars,
Okay,
we call them here.
Yeah, sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you got to use a more high caliber bullet for them, right?
Yeah, you do, but you got to hit them smack bang in the middle of between the eyes, basically, to pop them down.
Wow. Yeah, I'm not huge into hunting. My son is.
Yeah.
So I go with him. You know what I mean? He got a doe last year. He didn't get nothing this year, but we had some rifles and stuff like that, and shotguns for different seasons and whatnot. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, the biggest one I've ever pulled down was a 7-foot grey kangaroo.
Oh, really? You're allowed to shoot and hunt those down there?
Yeah, they breed like they're wild. They overbreed.
Really? So what do you eat them or?
Kangaroo meat is nice. It's very, very lean. It's not fat. There's no fat on it.
Okay.
It's very similar to deer meat in taste-wise.
Okay. So you actually go out and I mean, have you ever had one of them come at you or try to attack you?
They're not in the suburbs like everyone thinks. They're in our backyards, whatever the case is. They're more out in the bush, out in the outback.
Okay.
Okay. So it's very uncommon to come across one. Occasionally you might get a couple of strays coming into the suburbs. That's the outer suburbs. But if a 6-footer red or a grey comes at you, you better start running.
Oh my God! Yeah, it's their legs that can go right through you if they kick you, more or less, right?
It's the claws on their legs; they'll slash you.
Yeah, right. Yep.
They'll basically they've got 3-inch claws or whatever, and they just basically slash you in the meat.
Yeah. No thanks. Like Thindo was talking on his show yesterday. He mentioned that one guy who actually pretty much like squared off with the dude, like literally like squared off and like punched the thing in the face and just stood there like dude, are you serious?
That's very rare. If a kangaroo jumps on its tail, leans back on its tail, you can say goodbye if you can't defend yourself, or the best thing is just to run.
Well, right, but I mean, he went right up to the damn thing. It was choking his dog. It was going to kill his dog.
Yeah, the dog, he was distracted by the dog. That's why he could jump in and attack it. Whereas if it was just him and the root, no hope in hell.
Yeah. Spencer, this is Don Micu. How do you say your name? Tell me how you say your name.
It's Don Micu.
Micu?
Sounds Micu. It's pronounced like a K-U, Micu.
Okay.
Yeah. Miku's fine.
Bear with me if I mangle it here and there, all right?
Everyone chops and changes the names. It doesn't matter.
Oh, that's all right.
No, it's like when I hear these guys call Jerry Gambetti, G is pronounced with us as Jerry, and these guys say Gary.
I don't.
It's funny how when I hear the differences between the language, it's like, oh wow.
Yeah, I think yeah, there's a couple guys on here that mangle a lot of words, but you know what? That's what makes them them. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. Yep.
um, yeah. So hey, Spencer, how you doing, brother? Um,
It's
so this
true what
is
they
your
say. Go on.
no, I'd say this is your YouTube debut, huh?
Yeah, yes, it is. You're the first one, mate. You cracked my egg.
Wow, man, Yankees is gonna be pissed.
Well, when you dropped the link, you said jump on. I'm there. Should I? Shouldn't I? Should I? Shouldn't I? I said, you know what?
No, I'm
Stuff
glad
it.
you did. That's why when I seen your face, I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, do you sure you want your camera on? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Look, what have I got to hide?
So we had,
What?
I think on my show, I think or I don't know if it was mine. I can't remember anything. But Oliver Sutton came on, I think, my show once, and I don't think he
Mm,
ever came on. He didn't show his face, which no big deal. And then who else? Coltrane. He doesn't come on a lot of shows. He came on. I
mm.
know he was on Theme Do. He told his story about his heart attack or whatever. But Coltrane came on. Did you see that when we were at the store, or when Theme Do was at the store? We were all yelling to the cashier
Yes.
about him.
Yes. Yeah.
But yeah.
Hey,
So
look, like I said, my motto is this is me. You either like me or you don't. If you don't like me when you leave, make sure the door doesn't smack you in the ass on the way out.
no, no doubt. I'm the
You
same
know?
way. I don't, that's, it's one thing, a lot of people have told me that, like, no matter who I'm around, I'm the same person. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So
I don't, yeah.
I try to stick by that, so
I am who I am. I don't butter no one and no bread for anyone, basically. You know,
no, that's
it's
good.
what you see is what you get. You know, if you like it, you like it. If you don't, I don't want to beat around the bush.
So now I'm going to have to start going at you because you just told me you were as old as Yankees. So it's, it's over now.
Look, we're not young pups anymore, man.
No,
Our days are finished.
like I said, I'm 42 going on probably about 75. That's how I feel right now.
When you said you were born in 1980, I'm there. Man, I graduated in '87 from high school, and
Yeah.
you were just finishing or whatever.
No, I know. I'll tell you.
Starting,
I
starting. Sorry.
I'll tell you. My little cousin's getting married soon, and
Mm.
I'm like, oh my god. I remember you when you were born. You know what I mean? Like he's only like I think he's even like 27 right now, and I feel old compared to him. You know.
Yeah, yeah, well, kids, that's what they do to you. As you can see, look at all the white,
Yeah, that's all right. It's badass.
short hair, man.
It's all right. That's good.
Yeah.
I still got. I don't even know if you could see, but I still got a pretty full head of hair. I'm doing all right. So
Yeah, well, I just cut mine short now. I can't be bothered. Can't be bothered shaping it, styling it. Come out of the shower, perfect.
yeah. Yeah,
Well,
I'm getting my hair cut tomorrow morning. I got a pretty big important event tomorrow that I'm doing music and stuff for. So I got my tuxedo at the dry cleaners right now. So I gotta get fancy. So
see, back in the early days and in the younger days, I used to have long hair all the way halfway down the back, and then I used to just plait into a tail.
I could never do that. I can never grow it that long. I was never into that kind of thing. I don't know never tried
I
it.
used I used to have it long, and that was what we used to, the Italians back then. We used to call
Oh,
ourselves, the wogs, basically. That's how
that
we grew up, long hair, and you know.
is that when you were headbanging for Metallica?
Actually, that's one band I could never get into.
Really? Would you like then
Mm.
Megadeth or Guns N' Roses?
Nah, Guns N' Roses, yes, but thrash metal I couldn't get into.
Really?
The only more harder metal I used to like was Black Sabbath,
Okay. Yep.
Led Zeppelin, Deep Purple, stuff like that. That's what I used to
Gotcha.
get into back then.
Oh
Blues
man. So
music.
Tommy Stig said he's a 1987 graduate as well.
Same
Uh,
here. Tommy and I are the same age. Tommy turns 54, I believe, in June. I'm 54 in July.
Oh, okay.
I believe Tommy's in June. I heard him say that. I think I heard him say that.
And Carol is ancient. She says, co-train, you're the same age as one of my sons. So Carol's been around a little while.
But
I
Coltrane must be a little pup.
I can't mess with Carol. Carol's my homie. So she is. I said it. Carol was like, I think the second or third guest on my lives when I was doing it from home that one week. And like I said, Carol and I have known each other since this whole, whatever you want to call it, started up. And yeah, like, so I always say Carol's my homie.
Look, I've met so many interesting people through your shows and Tommy's and Dindies and all that. And yeah,
one thing I'll say is, with our shows that, we all started around the same areas, and we all ended up in this little corner for probably the same reasons. You know what I mean? And just people that are just sick of the crap and just want to chill out and hang out and break balls and,
that's what it is. It's a no bullshit show.
Right. I mean, believe me, I could talk about that stuff. I mean, I could talk about it till I'm blue in the face. You know what I mean? I've seen it all, everything. Especially working overnights, I've seen everything.
Well, it's like me when I'm working in the office during the day. I just have my phone hooked up to my headphones, and if I'm not with people or with my workers or with clients or whatever, I've got YouTube running in the background, music or listening to you guys, and and just listening, and that just makes the day more productive.
Oh, you're another one like Yankees. You sit on your ass all day and listen to YouTube real nice.
But I got a very, very comfortable executive chair.
So does he. You never heard about his chair story?
No. Did he pop in this and still go straight through his backside?
He has. They give him like I don't know, a couple $1,000s a year for a new chair. Like
what?
Yeah. Like I'll let him tell the story, but like he gets like a certain amount of money, and it's way up there for just as his office chair. Because the whole chair conversation started because I heard it squeaking one day, so I started getting on him I started getting on him about it, and then it led into the whole conversation about his how much they give him to spend on a chair.
Well, he can spend that money because it's not his money. But when you run your own business and all that, it's a different story.
Yeah, no, I know. I just gives me some more ammo to mess with them with. You know what I mean?
Look, the more the merrier.
But yeah, that's all right. Me, I'm up and around all night long, moving around. So, but I enjoy listening to most of the shows. You know what I mean? So it makes the night go by faster, and you get a lot of times you get a lot of good laughs. You know what I mean?
Well, definitely. Even if you can't respond to it or that, you can just sit there and listen to it. I got my workers walking in and out of my room, and they know half the time, don't disturb me unless it's necessary. Work it out yourself. If you can't work it out yourself, you shouldn't be working it, number one. And number two, if you really can't work it out, then you come and approach me. Otherwise, they're never going to learn.
Yeah, right. I got a young guy that works with us, and he goes to school. He goes to school part-time, college or whatever, and he picks and chooses what he wants to do, during the night, and it's like, no, that's not how this works. You know what I mean? Like, we need to accomplish this, and that, not the way you want it because you don't feel like doing it. It's starting to get on my nerves. Bad, but he's one of the other supervisor's brothers. So I'm trying to like make him understand, like, hey, dude, it's not cool, but then one of these days it's like, do I gotta like get like mean or like stern or you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to, but I'm gonna have to at some point.
You know what? Sometimes you gotta be cruel to be kind.
Yeah, exactly. That's a perfect saying there. Perfect quote. And that's the thing, I have certain things I need to get done as a supervisor. So that's why these guys are there with me to do that other stuff. You know what I mean? So I can focus on my own responsibilities. And, it's like pulling teeth sometimes. And it's like, dude, you're here for 4 hours a night, dude. Just come in and just, fire off and leave. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I hear you there, Coach Train. I think I've had like 2 desk jobs, and I grew about 4 chins, and I had to go up a couple weight sizes when I had a desk job.
But you know what, K-Train? The pen is mightier than the sword.
Yeah. Like Noel said that one day. I get paid from the head up. And that's it. Or
Exactly.
I'm sorry, the neck up. Jesus Christ, that didn't make any sense. Wow, you know what I meant. But yeah, he's like, I get paid from the neck up. Wow, man, I'm fried. Maybe I should have got regular coffee instead of decaf.
Oh, when you said $2.95 for that size there, I'm there. What the hell are you talking about? That there would cost us about $15.
15. Well, what? $15 like
for
our
that
money?
size? $15 Australian, which is about $17, $18 US.
For this cup of coffee, it's a 16-ounce cup of coffee.
Yep.
No way.
We got small, medium, and large. The smalls are in about the $4 mark. Mediums are about $7 mark, and a normal large would be about the $10, $11 mark. But then when you add extras and this and extra that, and then it just blows out of the water.
Oh my!
I should know. I used to have my own coffee shop.
So this cup of coffee is how much? Medium, double cream, double sugar.
You'd be looking about the $15 mark.
$15? No thanks.
Mm.
Never.
That's
I mean,
why
I'm bitching that it was $2.77.
That's why I laugh at you guys. I'm thinking, you guys, you got no idea what we pay, man.
Well, what do they? Oh my God, what do they put in your coffee?
When I used to have a coffee shop,
Why don't you send me some of that?
Instead of this 9-ounce, right, for a shot of coffee, a 9-ounce, my business partner and I, we got the machines reset at 12 ounces, right? Because everywhere you go, you ask for a cappuccino, and it's just milk. You can't taste the coffee. So we went from 9-ounce to 12-ounce. We're using more coffee, but everyone enjoyed it because you could taste the coffee.
Oh my God! Yeah, where is Steam Do this morning, Co-Train? Where's he at? I know he's up. Oh, actually, maybe he actually sleeps in sometimes.
See, these guys go and buy your coffees. I've got an espresso machine here and at work. And anytime I just want a coffee, I just go to push a button and it'll grind me a short black and pour it out. You know what I mean? I'll drink about 15 cups of short blacks a day.
You do?
Yep.
Oh, no thanks. Like I said, I have a coffee in the morning sometimes when I get out of work. But when I go into work, I have Monster Energy drinks. I have one. That's usually
when I used to smoke back about, I've given up now, 23 years ago, I gave up. When I used to smoke, I'd have one cigarette, one cup of coffee. Now, my coffee back then would be, powdered coffee with a dash of milk, for example. Okay? And I wouldn't drink no soft drinks. I wouldn't drink water. I wouldn't drink anything else. It's just coffee and cigarettes, coffee and cigarettes. Gave up the cigarettes back then. I stopped that coffee, and then I went straight to espresso.
Oh my God! Yeah, I've never took up smoking. I never. My father, and my brother smoke, and I just never took to it. I never liked the smell. I just didn't like. Never. Even when I tried it, I'd cough my brains out. I don't know.
It was the in thing back then,
No, I know.
It was fashionable.
Yeah. No, if I were to take a drag of a cigarette, I'd probably throw up from here to the store. it'd be one big rainbow of throw up right to the store. I can't. I hate it. I can't stand it. I don't know. That's how much no good.
Now that I've given it up, to be honest, it doesn't bother
Good
me
for
to
you.
smoke. It doesn't bother me. What bothers me is the smell on the breath and the smell on the clothes
Yeah,
of the
no doubt.
cigarettes. And
No
that's,
doubt.
and yeah.
I mean, that was the worst. You go out to a bar and everybody in the whole bar was allowed to smoke, and it'd be you walk into a cloud, and you're a non-smoker, and then the next morning, you get up and your whole room smells like smoke. All your clothes smells like smoke. Like your hair, you start washing your hair in the shower, and your hair smells like smoke. And ugh.
We used to do coming home from nightclubs or discos or whatever you want to call them, or go and listen to live bands or whatever. Before I used to walk in the house, you already start stripping, taking all your clothes off because of the smell. You didn't want to bring it in the house or whatever the case was.
Right in the wash machine. Yeah, I get it.
Mm.
Yeah, but most of the time you weren't in any condition to do that. You just flop down in your bed and worry about it the next day.
You used to say that the quieter you try to be, the more noise you made.
Oh, no doubt. Yep, no doubt at all.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that's
It is what it is, man.
I made it. I made it through those days. I'm happy. You're pretty unscathed. So,
look, I think the 80s and 90s were probably the best years of everyone's life. I feel sorry for my son. He just got no idea what we went through, what we experienced. And, you tell your kids the stories, they look at you blank in the face and go, "You're an idiot. What the hell are you talking about?"
Yeah. Yeah. Every time you mention little things, or like I have like 5 cell phones, old cell phones, like from the flip phone to like the first start of the smartphones. And, my kids just look at it and they're like, "Oh my God, what are these?" You know what I mean? They don't know. You know what I mean? Coltrane said, "How were the Beatles in concert?"
Tell Coltrane that was another band I couldn't stand.
Oh, did you hear that, Coltrane? He said he didn't like the Beatles. Don't tell Vinny Bracco that. Vinny will come through the screen at you.
I was never a Beatles fan. I just couldn't get into their music. It's just, I don't know. It's too I don't know.
Too happy-go-lucky for you?
Yeah, probably.
It wasn't dark enough for you?
Nah. Look, I'm not that bad.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
What do you got? Can you see the comments I'm putting up?
Yeah, I can see this one. It says,
"Oh, okay."
I really always think it was company.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about. Sorry, Coltrane. I don't know what you're talking about, buddy.
Coltrane, are you chugging on the reefer, are you?
Yeah, he must have got hit with a hammer. Must have dropped his hammer on his head. Oh, Coltrane. I think Coltrane's about a foot taller than I am.
Yeah, but you could be taller, but it doesn't mean you got a lot more stuff upstairs either. Could be a lot more weight, quite a lot more empty space.
Oh, just because you're tall, Coltrane, doesn't mean you have a big brain, buddy.
You know what they say, Coltrane? If you're this tall, guess what's short?
Well, then I'm really doomed then.
They say if you're short, you're long.
Oh my God! Wow. All right. Okay. You reverse that one.
Oh God. Nah, look, it's just bantering.
Yeah. No, I'm so glad you came on. This was cool. Like I said, I was like, I'll get to the store and I'll probably shut it down because I don't know. Sometimes you just don't know what to talk about, and when there's not a lot of people in the chat, it's not, it's hard to do this, believe it or not, so.
It is. If you got no one on side by side to chat, or sometimes even when you're typing in the chat, by the time that message comes through, it's about 6 or 7 down the road, whatever the case may be. It's hard.
Yeah, no doubt. That's why,
Yeah.
me and Yankees always slips up and says something I could hammer him with. You know what I mean? So.
It's like you when Tommy, Thindu, and all that. I commend you guys because you know how to captivate an audience and you know how to talk to the audience and so forth. It's not a gift. Not everyone's got that gift.
Right. It again, there's times where I just start rattling off, and then wherever it goes, it goes. You know what I mean?
And
It's hard to.
That's the best thing. Yeah,
Carol,
when you're unplanned, it always goes better.
Carol, I told you, you're my homie. I can't mess with you. I can't mess with you. I'm sure you pretty got. I can't even talk. I'm sure you got a mean uppercut still. So, I don't mess with you. That's it.
Yeah, I find it hard sometimes to communicate or chat with these guys because these guys know each other. And if I jump in and say something, it's like the odd one out or whatever the case may be.
No, it's fun. Like I said, even if it's like 4 or 5 people in here, we're ready for the next one-liner. We feed off each other. So
exactly. Life is too short.
And I look forward to it. Like I just tried it a couple times, and then it's like, all right, once summer comes though, I don't know if I'll be able to come on every single day because I'm gonna be so probably burnt out from work. I'm probably just not gonna have it. You know what I mean? Like our summer at the warehouse gets incredibly busy, and I'm just fried. I just want to drive home in silence. You know what I mean? Like that's what kind of days are coming because you just want to just drive home in silence. You don't want to hear nothing. You don't want the music on, nothing. You just get home. I don't know if you ever had those kinds of days, but
look, I get those days from July till about November. I'm pushing 13-hour days.
Yeah, that's probably like the same schedule as me. Like when it gets like that. Yep.
Then you go December till about June. I'm pushing about anywhere between 9 to 10, 11-hour days.
Wow.
When you work for yourself, that's the thing. There's no clock on and no clock off.
Oh, I know. Yeah, like I said, when I had my restaurant, I mean, you'd never. We'd be walking my son in the neighborhood in the stroller, and then something would happen, and I'd have to basically leave them in the neighborhood, run, get in the car, and get down there. I get it. Believe me, I get it.
First one in, last one out.
Yeah. What you said you had your own business. What kind of business do you have?
Well, believe it or not, I've got an accounting practice.
Oh yeah. So yeah, okay. Well, good for you, because tis the season now, right? Just to start.
Well, we operate all year round.
I know, but I don't know when you guys do your yearly tax stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like W-2s. I don't know if that exists down by you, but
yeah, you've got 2 types of taxes. You've got state and federal, I believe.
So you're a numbers guy then. That's good.
No, whereas we've only got 1 tax, regardless. It's actually a federal tax, not a state tax.
Okay.
And our year goes from July to June.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah,
and basically you got until May to submit. From May to submit your returns.
So do you handle like corporate accounts and stuff like that too?
That's what we specialize in: corporate accounting advisory.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I have an accountant that does my personal and my business stuff. So I just give her the numbers and give her what I spent and give her what this or that cost, and then she just tells me what I owe her. So that's the easiest way, because I could probably do my own books, because I don't have a crazy amount of invoices or whatnot, but I would rather have her name on it, and that's that. So Co-Train said, what's the tax rate there? I'm actually afraid to ask you what the tax rate there is, because if you're telling me a freaking cup of coffee is $20, that's insane.
Okay, I'll give you a quick rundown. From $0 to about 18,200 is no tax.
Okay.
So you can earn the first $18,200 a year tax free. From about 18.2 to 45,000, you're paying 19 cents in the dollar. From 45 to 90, you're paying 32 cents, 32 and a half cents in the dollar. From 90 to 120, 37, 120 plus, you're looking at, 120 to 180, you're looking at 39 cents. And then from 180 plus, you're looking at 42 cents in the dollar.
So if you made 50 grand a year, how much in taxes do you got to pay?
50 grand a year is equivalent to about 8.5, 9 grand in tax.
900 or 9,000?
1,000.
Oh, that seems. I don't know if that seems high or not. I don't know.
It depends on your wage. You know, the average wage here, the minimum wage here in Australia is $825 a week. That's the minimum. You can't pay anyone below that.
Well, it's way lower here, as far as I know. I think minimum wage in New York, where I'm at, is $15 an hour. So that's what, full time. That's $600 a week. So, and what's that, about 35,000 a year, probably.
Yeah, $15 an hour. That's what a 16, 17-year-old gets paid here per hour.
Yeah. Same here. Yep.
Yeah,
Huh.
If you're on an hourly rate, depending on your occupation and your the ward where you're under, it can be anything from about $25, $26 an hour plus.
Wow.
See, these guys over there, especially in the hospitality, like your takeaway joints, your restaurants and things like that, you live more off your tips.
Right.
You have to tip.
You don't get paid a regular hourly. That's the same here. You know, they only get so much per hour, and then they have to, hopefully they get tips that balance out that their time.
We don't tip here. We don't tip our waiters here because they earn about $32 an hour.
Dog, come down there and start waiting tables.
Why not? They're screaming for them. I'll tell you what.
Holy moly! Let's co-train. Let's get down to Australia and start waiting on some tables. 32 an hour.
That's the hourly. That's the hourly rate, and then you got time and a half, and you got double time, and you got penalty time.
Yeah.
You can blow out. You can blow out to about $54 an hour.
Oh, sign me up. I'm gonna have a nice long talk with my wife when I get home.
That's why I keep saying to Thindy, Thindy, pack your bags and come here. You could be earning about, I'll be honest, probably about $2 grand a week.
Yeah, no, that's phenomenal. That's
yeah.
Wow.
Now, I'll give you an example. I had an American come in to do his taxes. This has been about a couple of years ago, and he basically looked at me. He gave me his income statement. He goes, "Holy shit!" I said, "What's wrong?" He goes, "The amount of tax I pay in Australia is what I earn in America in a year." I looked at him. I said, "Are you serious?" Let's have a look. He paid $31,000 in taxes.
Yeah.
He was earning about $140,000, $150,000 a year here as a crane driver.
Oh, co-train, there it is. That's what a co-train. I think co-train does, or he can do something like that.
A crane operator here, he's probably on about 120 plus a year.
Oh my God.
That's why I say to you.
So here's the plan. I got to talk to my wife. All right. We'll keep the house that we have now. We'll move down to Australia. We got to live in the suburbs because I don't want no snakes or kangaroos coming around. All right.
We all live in suburbs. We all live in suburbs here.
All right,
we all live in suburbs.
Co-train and I are going to come down there. He asked how big your house was, so we could stay with you.
Okay. Toddfather, what's the price of a house there in America?
Oh,
3-bedroom home.
I mean, we just bought our house for right around $200,000.
you wouldn't even find a 1-bedroom unit for that price here.
Yeah.
The average price is about 600,000-700,000 plus.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's insane.
That's
Yeah,
why
I make
you
decent
see
money, but I
houses.
can't afford that. So
No, but when you're making money like you're making here, it's affordable.
yeah.
And
Well,
if you're making money,
I would
you
hope
know,
so. If coffee's gonna cost me $15 to $20 a cup, I mean, that's crazy.
Coltrane, how big is your house? Me and Toddy are coming in hot.
Yeah. But I
Put it
mean,
this way,
you're gonna have to rethink my retirement plan here now. I think everybody in the chat's gonna be coming down to Australia with you.
Well, I'll tell you what, as long as you get here before the age of 50, you're okay. Once you turn 50, it's hard to be allowed into Australia to live permanently unless you can maintain yourself.
I got 8 years. I can make a decision. Coltrane says I can operate any and all construction equipment. He goes, if I never drive it, I'll learn it in 5 minutes.
Coltrane, if you come and work in the mines here in Australia, you're basically doing 9 on, 3 off. Your average wage would be about the 170, 180 a year.
Yeah, that's crazy. 180 a year, Coltrane. Get down there, pack your bags, let's go. But hey, Don, I gotta wrap this up, man. I gotta run in the store quick, get my stuff, and I gotta get my butt home, man. I really appreciate you coming on. It's very, very nice to meet you.
Likewise, let's have a chat.
You're welcome to come on anytime you'd like.
Cheers.
You know, that goes for everybody, you know. So yeah, have a great day, man. I'm psyched that you came out. I'm glad I did a show, man.
Thank you very much.
All right. So we'll see you soon, and everybody have a great Thursday. Don's heading into Friday with the quickness right now. And you know, Don's like 13 hours
I'm in the
ahead
future.
now. Yeah.
As you guys say, I live in the future.
Yeah, you do. You pretty much do around here. So, but all right, guys, have a great day. Have a great, productive, safe day, everybody. Please, depending on how my work night goes, maybe I'll go on tomorrow morning, but we'll see. So, have a good day. We'll see you soon.
All right, buddy.
All right, we'll see you. Bye.
See you guys.